most unexpected threat to your child? My 14-year-old daughter started wearing long sleeves constantly, even in 90-degree weather. I thought it was just teenage fashion choices until I noticed she was losing weight rapidly. Every morning, Chloe would come downstairs looking exhausted and fragile. When I asked if she was eating enough, she'd just nod weakly and grab a single piece of toast before school. Her energy levels plummeted from bouncy and talkative to barely functional. Her grades started dropping from honor roll to failing in just a month. Her art teacher called, worried about why she'd stopped participating in class. Her best friend Maya's mom mentioned that Chloe had declined the last 3 sleepover invitations. She barely spoke at dinner anymore, just picked at her food and stared at her plate with this hollow, defeated expression. My husband thought I was overreacting. She's 14, Jennifer. Girls get weird about their bodies at this age. It's probably just a phase. But my instincts were screaming that something was terribly wrong. I started paying closer attention to her routine. She'd come home from school and immediately disappear into the bathroom for 30-45 minutes, then straight to her room with homework she never seemed to finish. One evening, I noticed her sneaking extra food from the kitchen late at night. Not normal teenage snacking. She was stuffing crackers and granola bars into her backpack like she was preparing for survival. That's when I saw the notebook. She'd left it on the counter while grabbing water. It was filled with numbers, dates, and what looked like some kind of tracking system. At the top of each page was written progress report in someone else's handwriting. The next day, I followed her after school from a distance. Instead of coming straight home, she went to our neighbor's house 3 blocks away. Mrs. Patterson, the sweet elderly woman who used to babysit Chloe when she was younger. I watched through the window as Mrs. Patterson had Chloe step onto a scale, then wrote something in that same notebook. They sat at the kitchen table for what looked like an intense conversation, with Mrs. Patterson gesturing firmly while Chloe nodded submissively. My blood ran cold. I knocked on the door. "Oh, Jennifer!" Mrs. Patterson beamed when she opened it. What a lovely surprise. Chloe and I were just finishing up her wellness session. Behind her, Chloe looked terrified. "Mom, I can explain." "Wellness session?" I stepped inside, seeing the scale prominently displayed in the living room and nutrition charts covering the coffee table. "Oh yes," Mrs. Patterson said proudly. "Poor Chloe came to me months ago, worried about her health. She said she felt so sluggish and wanted guidance on proper nutrition and exercise. I've been helping her develop better habits." I looked at the charts more closely. They were extreme calorie restriction plans, detailed exercise regimens, and weight loss goals that would be dangerous for any teenager, let alone my healthy daughter. "Mrs. Patterson, this isn't healthy guidance. This is—" I struggled to find words. "Discipline," she finished firmly. "Something this generation desperately lacks." Chloe asked for my help because she recognized that her parents weren't providing proper structure around health and fitness. Chloe was practically shaking. "Mom, I just mentioned feeling tired sometimes, and she said she could help me feel better." The truth came out slowly. Mrs. Patterson had convinced Chloe that she was pre-diabetic and needed immediate intervention. She'd been monitoring her food intake through daily check-ins, requiring detailed food logs, and implementing punishment exercises when Chloe didn't meet arbitrary goals. The long sleeves were hiding bruises from excessive workouts. The weight loss was from an 800-calorie daily limit. The exhaustion was from twice daily mandatory exercise sessions before and after school. I was trying to help, Mrs. Patterson insisted when I confronted her. Her parents clearly weren't addressing her health concerns properly. "She's a healthy teenager who made one comment about feeling tired," I said, pulling Chloe toward the door. "You've been systematically starving my child." We left immediately. I called our pediatrician, who confirmed Chloe was dangerously underweight and showing signs of malnutrition. We started therapy the next week to address the psychological damage. Mrs. Patterson continued leaving notes in our mailbox for months, insisting she was only trying to help and that we were enabling unhealthy habits. The woman I'd trusted to babysit my toddler had nearly given my teenager an eating disorder, all under the guise of caring about her health.